Hi, everyone. Thanks for taking time in the middle of the week to connect. On Sunday, I told you that there were going to be prompts coming in the weeks ahead for an invitation for you to be able to reflect on the fruits of the Spirit and share with us. And guess what? This is your first prompt. I am inviting you to reflect on this. Joy is blank. And I'm inviting you to share how you would fill in the blank. So use the comments below to share with our community. How would you answer that? Is there a word, a story you could share? Is there a song you would link, a scripture verse that comes to mind? Is there an image that you can capture and share with us as you reflect joy is what to you? Today, I want to share one of the ways I would answer this, as well as remind us that joy is different than happiness. Joy is that which is not only connected to circumstances, that's happiness is so connected to circumstances, but joy is what I think of as those thin places, a response to the thin places when the veil between us and God, between me and God, is pulled back. Joy is an instinctive response that I have. That's often a visceral, whole body response that I get when I am aware of the wonder of God's creation, when I am aware of the glory of God's creative hand still at work, of the power of Christ and Christ's kingdom come. So joy is my response to those experiences. Very much like the song I learned as a child, I've got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart to stay. Joy is that which stays and remains as we are aware of the love of Christ that remains around us all the time. So that's by way of introduction. And now my own way of answering joy is, there are a lot of things that I could fill in the blank, but one of them that is very unique to me and my experience is joy is this shirt right here. Now, I want to talk about why it's not the same as happiness. This shirt, if you cannot see it, it is just covered with colorful birds. And it reminds me, the colors of it that I love, birds, which I also love, they remind me and inspire me with imagination that remind me of God who is creative and yet at work. And so it becomes an image that is a symbol for me of God, the Creator, such that even seeing this shirt reminds me of that. It also is something of a running joke. As much as I love this shirt, and I love it so much, I have one of my closest friends despises this shirt. And so in true friendship fashion, it has become a running joke between us. So that when I see this shirt, when I wear this shirt, I am reminded of the love and gratitude that I have received, or gratitude I have for my friends and the love that we have shared. But the third reason why this is my answer, or one of my answers for joy is because of the story that I have shared with you. Many of you remember that I shared that after Sasha was born, I experienced postpartum depression. And it probably took me a good 18 months or so before I really felt like I was back to myself, to who God had created me to be. And in that 18 months, I didn't wear this shirt once. I couldn't. I didn't want to. There was something about it that felt blocked off to me in the way that my own life felt blocked off. And so you may remember the story that one of the moments that led to healing, my healing was supported by faith as well as modern medicine and therapy. But one of the moments that led to healing was this experience I had of Christ in my midst, in what I call the black hole, where Christ was there with me, by my side, not pushing me along, not rushing me into healing, but offering a promise to be by my side and to keep being present. In that moment, Christ extended the promise before me once more that I could and would once more be who God had created me to be, restored and whole. And after that experience was the first time that I looked in my closet, saw this shirt, and once again actually felt a desire to wear it. It was, for me, this moment of not that I was altogether well yet, but a moment that reminded me that I would yet become who God had created me to be. Wholeness still awaited because the love of God, the love of Christ remained. And I had had a moment where the veil between us was thin, and I experienced it anew. And so, my friends, this is my own very unique way. There are other ways I could fill in, but why this shirt is one thing that I would say this is joy. Distinct from happiness, this is joy that remains as I know the steadfast love of God remains present in my life as it is in yours. So, my friends, I would love to hear, it is your turn now. How is it that you would fill in the blank? Joy is.